Here he
What's up,
is.
cuz?
What do you say, buddy?
Oh, he's buttoning up.
Well, listen, he was fresh from watching Josh Allen have a day.
Freezing up there, man.
I heard him.
Baldy, I got to tell you, first of all, I do appreciate him buttoning up. He's a man who knows not too much neck is good. But I'm driving over to my parents in suburban New Jersey, close to you, the old Cherokee school district. And we're listening, put on the game. I hear your voice. Yeah. Right away, my partner, the pagan, is like, is that Baldy? He's calling games. Like, yep, it's Baldy.
Yeah.
And I hear you call a Tucker run. Tucker run breaks one off. As the play-by-play guy's doing it, I hear you chuckle in the background. And I think it's one where, did he jump over a player? Whatever he did on the run, I heard you go, as he made this run for a touchdown.
Might have been where Tristan Wirfs pulled from left tackle and was like 40 yards downfield, blocking the safety, for a 43-yard touchdown run. I'm just like, not many guys can move like Tristan Wirfs in this business.
No.
Elite player. So I might have been getting excited about that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm not supposed to.
It's just pure enjoyment you can hear coming out of you.
Yeah, sometimes I'm not supposed to cut my play-by-play guy off, but he gets used to it after a while.
It's all right. You're like Madden.
Yes.
You have, to me, carte blanche. Like Madden has carte blanche, had carte blanche. Yeah. That's you.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Summerall was very, very forgiving like that. Yeah.
What, Chris isn't?
No. Chris is awesome. I'm 18 years with Chris. He's awesome, man.
I'm just busting. All right.
Yeah.
Let's get to it because Lane is a huge loss. That dude's such a warrior. You're close with him. And it sucks. It's just no other way to say it other than it sucks. It
sucks, man. He was texting me from the training room, actually, about what the diagnosis was. And, it's hard. I'm in the airport, just stuck, waiting for a plane. I'm getting these text messages. And I don't know, I don't know. I know that injury really well. It was actually a French guy, a French doctor that found out. These guys on a horse would get their foot stuck in a stirrup when they'd get thrown off the horse, and it would jerk their foot, and it would pull these muscles out. And I've never heard of anybody. I think he's going to try to do it without surgery, so he can return. And but I don't know anybody that has gone and played with that without surgery and played. Like most guys return 100% from the surgery. I know a ton of guys that have had it.
Deuce had it.
I don't know anybody that's tried to come back without the surgery.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they have to wait until the swelling goes down to actually see what kind of damage is really there. And if you can, he might have to have surgery. You don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. It just happened. Honestly, it happened on routine play. Pass set, I think Hutch was coming on him. And, he just did what he usually does. He just went to brace like he's done 100,000 times just for the contact. And it gave out on him. And so it's unfortunate. I don't know why it happened. He hadn't been beaten all year. It's just unfortunate. And look, Fred Johnson's a good player, really good. They're lucky, really lucky. Fred's a really good player, but it does take away from their, Matt Pryor comes in to replace.
Yeah, the 6-man front.
I like Matt a lot. He's massive. He started with Stout, went to Chicago, went to San Francisco. He's back here, but I feel like there's a natural drop off there.
Well, there has to be when you have Lane Johnson. First ballot Hall of Famer. And now's not the best time with this offense in the shape it is in right now. With all the
what shape is it, cuz? What's your you're a man of a very large dictionary, a very large what's the word you're using to describe this offense?
Yeah, DESULTORY.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I don't know what can really fix this offense. It's dreadful. I tell you this, as a guy that studies every game, it's dreadful to watch. It's probably my least favorite offense to watch.
Well, it's on par. What's the matter?
Probably my least favorite offense.
It's the 3 and outs are on a record pace. Like we've never seen that before, Baldy. Like, so D-Gun reports that there's frustration that's coming out. Well, yeah.
Hell yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter that you're 8-2. I mean, if you're an offensive player, and I don't think they watch game film as a whole team anymore. But I mean, if you went into a whole team room, and you're seeing how the defense is just dominant, and you're sitting there as an offensive player, just say you're watching the whole thing like we used to do back in the day. We're watching the whole game film together as a team. Like, you're coming out of there sweating bullets going, I can't even watch this. I'm a part of the offense. I can't watch this. It's so bad.
Yeah, it's ugly. So let me ask you, ways to fix it, right? The ways to aid it, to help it. Like, there are things that I've been screaming for tempo, right? A little easy throws.
Tempo's not bad, cuz that's a change up. It's a natural change up.
I mean,
the problem is, honestly, you're talking about the record number of 3 and outs. If you go up tempo and you're 3 and out, the defense is off the field for 30 seconds.
So here's my answer. Here's my retort to that. All right. Okay. Maybe instead of throwing all the low percentage outside the numbered throws, that I'll actually have drive starters. Like, I could actually go to Goddard in the flat. I could actually go to Barkley. I could actually go and move Jaylen and have easier throwing windows for him, right? Like, there's a million ways to scheme drive starters that you can actually build an offense from.
Yeah, I agree. The Kansas City has a drive starter, right? It's just a stick route to Kelsey. They call it Stash Rash. I don't know why, but that's the name that they use. Stash Rash. And there is a lot. You're right, cuz. I mean, you can roll out, you can run screens. I mean, Andy Reid.
I run that stuff with 7th graders.
I know.
Come on.
Look, you're right. I mean, I don't know if they're overthinking it. It looks like they are. But honestly, like, I don't know what's on that play sheet that Petula has right now, because I don't know that it makes a difference. The quarterback's not going to throw it into any window. He's just not going to pull the trigger. So he's not going to throw an interception. But they're also not going to attack. I mean, the problem is, if you don't attack, the Cowboys last night got so many easy throws because the Raiders just broke down. But they're attacking, though. There's CD's hand goes up. They blow coverage, touchdown. I mean, they just blew coverages against Pickens. And he's running free. Like through the freeways.
And they target guys, right? Like, did you see that? Like, you talked about Dak last night. They knew the weak spot on the Raiders, right? And they went after that left corner all night long, whether it was Pickens or whether it was CD. They went after him all night long. The Lions' secondary's decimated, and they couldn't do anything against that secondary.
Yeah, and we got safeties that are playing the 3rd game in the NFL. So yeah, but even that, I mean, Amik Robertson is 5'8". Like, you just get him isolated. I mean, you saw like Flournoy last night, catch a touchdown on a little whip route. Like, you just clear it out.
Right.
You give the whole, let Devontae or AJ just go win the whip route out there in the flat. There's nobody else out there. Let them go win and make the easy throw. Like, you're right. I mean, this does not have to be, it does not. And if you don't want to throw the ball over the middle, there's a million different ways where you throw out cuts, away from the traffic. So but it is, I mean, Dallas is not a good defense. They're getting guys healthy. I mean, Quinyon Williams made a big difference last night.
Yeah, he did. Like Genty. They didn't even try running it with Genty. A couple times they tried running it, it got stuffed.
Yeah. Well, they're better. They got Overshown back last night. They got Logan Wilson back. Yeah, linebacker. I mean, they've upgraded the defense, tremendously. So, I mean, they're going to be a better challenge. But outside of one throw in the first week to Jahan Dotson down the field, they sat there and played like they have all year against them. And I don't think, as good as Philly's defense is, and they're really good. Like, I think Dallas is going to score. I mean, Pickens and CD, that's a lot to ask to shut those guys down for a whole game like they have against Green Bay and Detroit. I mean, I think they're better on the outside at those guys, and Ferguson is more than capable. So I think they're every bit. I think they're going to score 20 like they did in the first game. So can the Eagles score 20 points against Dallas?
I mean, that's the thing that scares me. I mean, look, Dak, I give him credit. Ball's out. Like 3 seconds, ball, boom, 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 ball's out. Like never holding it. Like
but I mean, when they lose games, it isn't like that. The rhythm and the timing isn't there when they lose, and they've lost 5 games. So when they're losing games, the ball doesn't come out like that. Like last night it did, but that was against the Raiders that just do things that just
Yeah, but I'm with you. My only point is you have to go in and you gotta fix this thing. You gotta simplify. Get the ball out. Let him get some confidence, right? Like he's got no confidence right now. You see him. You see it on tape. I've seen it. He holds the ball because he's got no confidence right now. Get the kid some confidence.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if that's what it takes, then that's what every other, just get him completions. Just start stacking completions. And there's a lot of different ways to do that. Just a lot. So I guess we keep waiting for it to kind of blossom and open up. They had moments in the second half against Minnesota. It looked really good. And Minnesota's not bad. They gave Chicago all they could handle the other day. They won the game scoring 19 points. But, outside of a couple quarters this year, second half against the Rams, fourth quarter.
Okay, you brought that up. Hold that thought. The Rams. He goes out in the second half. He's got a big deficit. He plays balls to the wall because he's got nothing to lose, right? Let's just go play ball, right? Like
26-7.
Right. So is there something there where it's like, go ahead, dude. Like, let's go. You went out and you went balls to the wall. You played free. I don't think he's played free since that day, other than the second half or the first half against the Giants in the second game. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that wouldn't be a bad thing, if you're over there and it's, today's Tuesday, day off, to just sit down and go, this is how we played when we had to play, when we had to go up and down the field. This is what we did. And, this is how we attack corners and, just show them like you can play free like this. You can attack. You have all the ability to do it. You just can't sit there because the score is tight or you got a small lead that we're just going to just take care of the football. You can't play in fear in this business. You just can't. And so, but they won a Super Bowl in large part because that's how they played for much of the postseason, because they didn't have to, because the defense was so dominant. They had the 12 takeaways in the postseason, and so they constantly got short fields and the ball back. And you played outside of the one Ram game. I mean, they played, with the lead through the entire postseason. So, I mean, they won a Super Bowl with it. So in his mind, this is how you win. This is how you get there. And this is how you win one, by not playing necessarily in fear, but playing not to turn the ball over.
Someone in the chat's asking, does he hold it because he's got a lack of confidence, or does he hold it because nobody's open?
I see guys open.
Well, I mean, I could show plenty of plays where AJ's curling in his zone, and if you throw the ball like Dak did to Pickens against his zone, and you throw it with anticipation and confidence, you're going to complete the ball. I mean, everybody runs these routes. I mean, it's not that complex, really. When you sit there and you watch it over and over and over again, it's not that complex. But you got to throw the ball with some anticipation. You can't wait till he turns around and he's running back at you, and the defense is just stuck in mud. Like, that's not going to happen. But you do have to throw the ball.
It's the NFL.
Yeah.
Remedies. My God. This isn't college where you have gaping windows. The gaping windows of 2022 are over. You had them because they ran an RPO, and defenses weren't ready for that. And so guys were wide open. You got to be able to throw the freaking ball.
I put a play on Twitter yesterday because Twitter's down today, so nothing's going up. But or X. But I showed Lane blocking Aiden Hutchinson for 8 seconds in the first quarter of the game. He blocked him for 8 seconds. In fact, Tyler Steen, they only rushed 3. Tyler Steen went over to help Lane. He's like, no, he doesn't need help. Came back and checked out with Jurgens. And Jurgens was fine. Came back, and Lane was still blocking him. And the quarterback was still holding the ball. Like, I was going, this is like, if I was a right tackle and the quarterback still had the ball after 8 seconds, I'd be going, what the hell are we doing? Like, I was getting frustrated just watching it.
All right, let's talk about the good. All right.
Can I do one more thing though, right? Please, please. Because we talk about up tempo, and that could be something that helps them out. But this seems to be a coaching staff on the offensive side that is a little slow getting the plays in at times. Is that something does up tempo make that more difficult or easier?
Well, typically, I mean, if you go back even to Chip Kelly's days, and not that we need to go back there, but you watch any Big 12 offense, they're running a play every 14 to 16 seconds. So if you want to run at that pace, you're not going to substitute. You're going to play with the guys you have. Now, which is fine. I mean, they can line up in any formation with what they have. Goddard could be in the slot, whatever it is. They're fine. But if you want to play up tempo like that, you're generally not going to. And you're really playing NASCAR, not just a sugar huddle, but you're really playing fast. You're not going to substitute. So that you should be able to call it right at the line of scrimmage. Just by signaling whatever you're doing, however you're getting the information out there. But yes, I mean it shouldn't change anything, honestly. Everybody runs a 2-minute drill. Everybody practices it at the highest tempo possible. Like, I'm watching teams right now attack from deep in their own territory with 28 seconds to go in a half, and they're still attacking because they know in this league, if you get to the 40, you got a chance for a field goal. So teams aren't sitting on it anymore. No. They're taking advantage of every possession possible. Like, I watched, like Sean Payton said, like he got pissed off at one of the pregame shows, evidently, the other day, saying that the Broncos are playing with house money against the Chiefs. So it pissed him off, going, well, what are we going to do? Just like play not to lose? He goes, they attacked 7 times deep down the field in that game. They completed 4 of them, but the most important was when in the final minute, when they hit Troy Franklin for a big chunk, they kicked the game-winning field goal. Like, they had them on their heels the whole day, and they went after Trent McDuffie. Like, they didn't care. Like, they were going to attack, and they found plays within a drive. We're going to take our shots, our shot plays. Like, it was impressive. Now, they hit a couple of them. Hit like 3 out of 7, which is a pretty high percentage.
Yeah. I mean, watch the rest of the league. You see it. I mean, Buffalo's got no receivers. He was calling the game. I mean, they attack. Watch New England. Attack. That's what you do.
Yeah, you have to. You have to like your safeties have to know that ball can go over my head at any time. They have to know that.
Yes.
You have to get them in a back pedal to start. They start now. Well.
Yes. But. Yes. Let's talk about the good, please. Because I love Jaylen Phillips. Yes. I pulled Anthony aside and I played a cut from Jaylen Phillips, and then I was showing video of Jaylen Phillips. I go, Dad, this is who you need to be. Look at this kid. This kid's the greatest. What an addition. He just makes everybody falls into place with that kid.
Well, a couple things about Jaylen is he sat out a year of college because he had concussion issues, and they thought he was going to be done. He sat out, transferred to Miami, played. Was at UCLA, transferred to Miami, but he's missed major parts of 2 seasons with major injuries. And like 2 years ago, when he tore his Achilles on Black Friday, going up against the Jets, like he was on pace for a really great season, and it just ended in one play. And so, not that I want to talk about his injury history, but when you've had that, you're so thankful and grateful to be able to go play, just play, because the body is still really good. The guy looks like Tarzan, honestly, man. The guy genetically
6'5" stud.
I mean, he's cut like a diamond.
Yeah,
like he looks like a male model. But but the guy can bend. Like he's got elite core strength. He understands the game. Really, he can drop in the curl flat and read progressions coming right at him. Like he did it the other day, and I think like he's in his prime. He's healthy. He's in his prime, and he's on a good team. Like he can, like when he said he won the lottery, he really feels like he won the lottery. So whatever amount of snaps you want to give him, like he's going to give it everything he's got. Like he knows how to empty the bucket, and just play and leave it all on the field. He's not loafing. I watch these guys loafing this league all day long. Like he ain't loafing. He's chasing everything from behind. Like he's exactly what you want. So they're hard to find. Honestly, you get those guys. You get them in the top half of the first round when you get a guy like that.
Totally. Let's talk about what happened in the middle of that line. All right, because I think half of it's because of you. Last year, you correctly called out Jordan Davis.
Yeah.
Jordan Davis came back with a great attitude. He came back, and I loved him after the game, right? When he was at his locker, he's talking about, hey, well, it's all about work and attention to detail. Like, he's regurgitating Fangio. And I'm just thinking to myself, dude, God bless you. You got it. He played so well all season long, but the two of them were like Wemby. Swat.
Yeah.
And completely messed up Goff.
Yeah.
Everything you saw when Goff was off was because you saw him being afraid of getting swatted.
Well, they Detroit now, they were playing without Laporta, but they run all these crossing routes in the middle of the field. All right. And all Goff needs is a passing lane. And, when you're batting the ball down 5 times, and one leads to an interception, like suddenly those crossing routes don't look that open anymore. That's what the good thing about these crossing routes is you hit these shallow crosses to Ross St. Brown or Jameson Williams, whoever, they're running for a lot of yards after the catch, and that stops it. But I'll just say one thing about Jordan. I was very hard on him. And there were some days I didn't even mention his name. I just showed him. And his agent reached out to me at the end of the season. And he said to me, I know what you do isn't personal about Jordan. And I know people feel like it's personal. He goes, I'm just going to tell you that Jordan's going to come back in the best shape of his life. And I go, I hope he does. I hope he does. I want to see everybody, reach their potential. But his, they heard all of everything. He did something about it. He made it. He really got himself into shape. He's a big part of it. Last year, even in the Super Bowl, he played, I think, 13 total snaps. He couldn't stay on the field long enough to affect the game. So he didn't really probably feel like he was a part of the Super Bowl win. There's Jaylen playing, next to him playing 95% of the snaps. Oh, by the way, that guy is just he's alive and well, man. He's healthy.
He's back.
He's back.
He's back. I
tell people it's like heavy metal, man. It's like he's got an appetite for destruction. That's what he's built to do. It doesn't even matter about statistics, sacks. He just likes to break things. That's what he does.
Yeah. Yes, that's true. That's so true. All right, let's go to the next level, because the next level we see Nakobe Dean. All right, Baldy, I don't want to lose Nakobe. I love Jihad, and I don't want to lose Nakobe Dean either. Like I love Nakobe Dean, man. He's playing his ass off.
He's just so violent. He's just such a violent player. Like what you attack Josh Jacobs and you attack David Montgomery in the blitz like he has. Both those guys are excellent at blitz pickup. They're excellent. And he splattered both of them. One for the biggest play of the game against Green Bay on Monday night. Then he does it on Sunday night, 6 days later, to David Montgomery, who was as stout and good at that blitz pickup as anybody, just splattered him. Like his ability just to uncork major violence on contact is they don't have anybody else that hits like that.
So the final level, because we could talk about everybody, Cooper, we could talk about all of them, Bond, Mitchell is playing some incredible football. I mean, you're watching Revis back in Revis Island days.
No, I mean, I don't want to put anybody in Revis Island. Like that guy was like.
Okay, it's hyperbole.
No. But I mean, Revis was like he said. I asked him like how he press mans these receivers, and he hit me with his right arm. He's from Aliquippa, like it was a piece of steel, like. But make no mistake, Quinyon is as sticky as he comes. First of all, he's a great route reader.
Yeah,
you can't double move the kid. Like his feet are so quick, but the only thing quicker than his feet are his eyes. Like he sees things so fast. He reads routes, and he just what he did at Toledo. And you think, can a kid make the jump from Toledo to the NFL? Well, just what he did at Toledo, like his ability just to stop and start and break on a ball is as good as there is in this business right now.
Yeah. So much fun, man. I love that defense. And, it's great having Fangio. You give Fangio these weapons, he's going to make it work, man. They are, if you're going to look at the defenses of this century, this defense has a chance to be among the top.
Well, we'll see how they finish. I mean, this is a big test, against the Cowboys. They should do similar things that they've just done to Green Bay and Detroit because of their front. But I remember asking Khalil Mack one day, and Vic coached Khalil. He coached him in Chicago. I asked Khalil one day, what's the key to Vic Fangio's defense? And he goes, man, it's just simple, Baldy. We just get to play. And while they do a lot from disguise standpoint and, secondary movement and motion and rotation, stuff like that, honestly, you could just tell these guys play fast. Like they're not slowed down by any thought processes. And guys aren't missing assignments. And so that's part of the design of the defense is you want these guys just to go be Jalen Carter. Just go break something. We're fine. We've got you covered. Like if you got to get out of, if you just want to go swim somebody and take the outside route instead of going through the man, like they just let you do that.
All right, let's take a moment and look at the league because the league will start in the NFC. The league is wild, right? Like it just, the NFC makes no sense. Right now, the Lions wouldn't even be in the playoffs, right? Like it's nuts. Like it ended today. The Bears are 7-3, and they're a -6 in point differential. That's hard to do, man.
Hey, cuz they have 22 takeaways. All right? 22 takeaways in 10 games. Like they're on pace to have 40 takeaways. Right? So they're giving up, and they had a bunch the other day. Kevin Byard, the free safety who played with the Eagles, and wasn't here with Vic, but was here. He leads the league with 5 interceptions. They've got 15 interceptions right now. So they're taking the ball away, record numbers. And Caleb threw an interception against Baltimore a month ago in the fourth quarter. Hasn't thrown an interception since. In fact, if the guys could catch on his team, the guy would be at the top of the leaderboard here, the way that he's playing quarterback. That guy is unbelievably talented.
So
that guy plays with no fear. His ability to avoid rushes, free hitters coming at him like Minnesota had the other day, and just stay on his feet. The guy is an elite athlete. He's not Josh Allen. I'm not putting him in. Josh Allen is in a different category. Lamar, Mahomes, but he's coming. He's coming. He's really well coached. You can tell Ben Johnson knows what he's doing. Just he used to play at a frenetic pace. It's gone. Like his feet are in the ground. He gets rid of the ball on time most of the time. He's getting better. Like they're pretty good. They're running the ball really well. DeAndre Swift is playing good. Monangai, they're a solid team. Solid team.
Now the quarterback. Big games happen, and he just falters. It's Darnold. Once again, the interceptions. We saw it against the Lions in the showdown. We saw it against the Rams in the playoff game, and now we saw it against the Rams again in this showdown.
Yeah, he did. It showed up the week before against Arizona too. Even in a blowout win, they were up 35-10 or 35-0 on Arizona. turn the ball over in his own zone. He had the ball come out of his hands. Like he will turn it over, but he does stay aggressive. Like he doesn't. He's not like it's not stopping him from being aggressive with the ball. The thing about that game with the Rams are they turn it over 3 or 4 times. They still almost won the game. That's how good Seattle is. Their defense is outrageous.
That secondary is incredible. Oh my God!
It's very like Nick Emanwari is going to be Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah,
like it's just a matter of time. He's going to be like on that level. But they're very, very good up front. They're very good, and they do everything well offensively. You let this Rashid Shaheed fit in perfectly with that offense. Kubiak can really coach. That was a great game to watch. In fact, I tweeted out that was the best game to study all year.
Wow.
Like they rematch on December 18th. Like I would tell anybody, I don't know when that game is going to be, if they're going to put it in prime time. Like that rematch is going to be, and the thing about it is, it wasn't just a great game because there was scoring and all that. Like physically, it looked like San Francisco and Seattle back, in the Legion of Boom, and Harbaugh was coaching the 49ers. Like it was a physical battle in that game. Like the hitting was fierce on both sides.
So you saw Tampa. We're kind of now they should get Irving back. I think this week. Bucky should be back.
Yeah, but I mean, they're gonna look. Bucky Irving and Godwin are going to get back. Baker was a stud the other day, just an absolute stud. That game was awesome till about the middle of the fourth quarter, and they had kind of a bad call go against the Bucks, and Buffalo took advantage of it. Anyways, they're going to be better offensively, no question. But defensively, they're really like Hassan Reddick will come back. Maybe he makes a little bit of a difference. Nobody's giving up more big plays in this whole league right now than Tampa's defense, and that's a real concern.
So, if I said to you now, your preseason Super Bowl thoughts, where are they at now?
Well, I mean, you have to look at how well the Rams are playing. Like, I didn't have them in the Super Bowl, but I mean, nobody's playing better than the Rams right now. Nobody's playing better than Stafford. They're elite right now, the way that they're playing. Everybody. I mean, Emmanuel Forbes, Nate Landman, pick a guy on defense, pick a guy on offense. All 4 tight ends are a factor. How they run the ball. They ran the ball. Seattle was as good as anybody against the run. And they found out ways to get Kyron Williams going. Ran for almost 100 yards. Like, they haven't done anything like that all year. So they're very, very good right now. The NFC North, like, I think Chicago has improved. I think they're going to be tough because they're not beating themselves and they're taking the ball away. And I don't know that trend is going to stop. They got guys that know how to take the ball away, including the linebackers. So I think Chicago is going to be in the mix, and they might be tough because the field, if you go to Chicago, the field's horrible. Like, you're going to play in a cow pasture. So, it's going to slow you down.
Yeah. Yeah. My brother, always great hanging. All right. You're the greatest.
Thanks, cuz.
We'll see you on Friday.
Yeah, I'll see you. Talk to you later this week here. Good, man. Good. So anyways, we'll talk about how we fix this offense, because it's
please.
Like, I don't want to have to go back and watch it again, man. I just don't have that sort of, I'm not a glutton for punishment like that.
Yeah, you're not a masochist now. What are you doing? Are you up here for a couple days?
I'm here till I'm leaving to go to Kansas City on Saturday morning.